Hello again. There will be a bit of cloud and a bit of rain pushing its way in, particularly across England and Wales as we go through the end of today and overnight into tomorrow. But first, I wanted to show you the jet stream. It is currently running across the UK, but it's interesting what happens as we go through the weekend. Because of the feature that was Tropical Storm Debbie, was Hurricane Debbie a little while ago, we are going to see a buckling in the jet stream. That's going to drive an area of low pressure just to the west of us, and it's this that's going to then lead to us dragging in our air from the south. And as you might expect, air from the south is pretty hot. It's also pretty humid. So especially across parts of the southeast as we go through this weekend and more so into the beginning part of next week, we are going to see some high temperatures. Could get to the low 30s across many parts of the southeast. Starting off though, looking back at what happens through the rest of Friday, and we do still have some blustery showers across parts of Scotland, some heavy. The winds will be easing overnight a little bit, but they'll still rattle through quite quickly. Elsewhere, some clear skies for a time, but increasing amount of cloud and some rain starting to push its way in from the west. So particularly across parts of Wales, perhaps southwest England, northwest England, turning a little bit damp here as we go through the early hours of Saturday. In the east, where we cling on to some clear skies, it's going to be a bit fresh perhaps, but where the cloud spills its way in, temperatures are going to stay that little bit higher. Saturday's then going to be a relatively cloudy picture, particularly through the morning across many parts of England and Wales. Some sunshine towards the east, but even here it is going to turn a bit grayer as we go through the day. Do watch out for some rain at times. Could be a little bit heavy for some of us, especially over the high ground towards the west. But as we go through the afternoon, it is going to break up, and so we should see some sunshine developing. And actually towards parts of Kent, it should stay largely sunny through large chunks of the day. Further north, across northern England, lots of sunshine to be had, also Northern Ireland and Scotland too. In fact, across Scotland it's looking relatively similar to today, really, in as much as there'll be some showers passing through on relatively brisk winds, albeit those winds don't look quite as strong as today, and so with that it's probably going to feel a little bit warmer. Temperatures a degree or so higher across northern parts, more widely very high teens or low 20s here. Further south they're looking kind of similar to today, so mid 20s for quite a few places. We do have some warmer air already starting to push its way in, but with a bit more cloud around, yeah, it's going to feel similar for many of us. More cloud and a little bit of rain to come through the end of the day on Saturday, but a lot of that does clear away towards the east, so some clear skies developing. Still a few showers clinging on across northern parts of Scotland, but most of these easing overnight. Do watch out for some murky conditions developing across parts of the southwest as we go through the early hours of Sunday, perhaps the odd spot of drizzly rain as well. Clear skies across the northern two-thirds of the country mean it is going to be a bit of a fresh night here further south with that thicker cloud, those murky conditions, temperatures holding up. So yes, it may get off to a bit of a murky start for some of us on Sunday morning, and there could be quite a bit of cloud around, and that cloud may take a little while to clear, perhaps the odd spot of rain, but really on the whole I think Sunday's looking like a pretty bright and sunny day. A bit of high level cloud across northern parts, maybe making that sunshine a bit hazy, but with that sunshine and that hotter air that I mentioned starting to come in, I'm expecting temperatures to really rise. For most it is going to be a few degrees hotter than on Saturday, likely to see highs in the high 20s, 28, 29, possibly 30 Celsius towards the southeast, and even further north we're looking quite widely low to mid 20s for many places. The winds will generally be a bit light, some western parts perhaps having a bit more of a wind at times. Later on Sunday we are going to have more fine weather, but do look out for the risk of some heavy thunderstorms developing across western, northwestern parts in particular. In the southeast on Monday I'm expecting the highest temperatures for this hot spell. That's when we could get 32, 33, possibly even hotter than that. But with that hot air, that humidity, there is the risk of thunderstorms on Monday for a fair few places. Thereafter I am thinking that things will turn a bit fresher from the west. We may just about cling on to some hot weather across eastern parts for a while on Tuesday, but yes, things are then going to turn a little bit cooler, a bit more comfortable for most of us, and with that, some rain at times. Of course, you can stay up to date by subscribing to our YouTube channel as we go through this weekend. Bye-bye.